Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10.
Got it. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Buffalo State Ice Arena, where Nickel City Hockey Network brings you live coverage of the Upstate New York Collegiate Hockey League. Tonight's matchup features the Canisius University Golden Griffins and the Buffalo State Bengals. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Sean McHugh, here to deliver you the call of tonight's action. Joined on the call by color commentator Vinny Cristiano, producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jezerowski, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. It is Game 3 for the Buffalo State Bengals as they come in 0-2 after a hard-fought loss at the hands of the Niagara University Purple Eagles by a score of 7-5. Although they ended up losing the game, the offense made their appearance, scoring 5 goals after only getting 1 on the board in the season opener loss to Binghamton. And again, although they took the loss in the game, head coach Tim Turner liked a lot of what he saw out of the Bengals last night and is appreciative of the quick turnaround with an opportunity to build on some momentum they built and get that first win on the board of the 2024-2025 season. And on the other end of the ice, Vinny, it is our cross-city rivals, the Canisius University Golden Griffins.
Yeah, and they are also looking to get their first win of this still young season. This is a Griffs team who's looking to turn the page after a tough end to last season where they ended the 23-24 campaign on an 11-game losing streak thanks in large part to some incredibly unfortunate injury luck. With several key players in and out of the lineup on a regular basis, the Blue and Gold really never got a chance to establish themselves after getting bit by that injury bug. But before getting banged up, they rattled off victories in 8 of their first 11 games. This year, Canisius comes into the season healthy and looking to build on a strong performance to open the season. They had a back-and-forth effort against Hobart and, of course, want to start putting some wins together so they can get to the UNYCHL playoffs and hopefully get a look at nationals. That journey, of course, begins at puck drop tonight as their strong blue line, headlined by Riley Fatzinger and Mason Clare, will go up against an offensively talented Bengals forward group. Look for the Golden Griffins to lean on their back end to create offense off of the breakout, Sean, and then also join the rush when they get into the offensive zone.
That's right, Vinny. And also to add a little intrigue to tonight's matchup, these two teams, the last time they faced off against each other at Harbor Center, was a spirited affair, to say the least. It was an 8-5 Buffalo State Bengals win, scoring up and down, lead changes, everything. The Bengals did eventually run away with it late, but the game didn't end there as there was some chippiness and maybe a little emotion, some frustration for a loss. And it sparked some physical play that I think a lot of the players, as both teams are returning a solid chunk of their roster, will remember. Look for that to be a chip on the shoulder of both teams coming into tonight's action. And Vinny, before we get started, what do you expect to see tonight from these two teams that had become something of bitter rivals at the induction of the UNYCHL?
Yeah, like you mentioned, I expect that rivalry to be reintroduced. That physicality is, of course, always present in these rivalry games. It seems like everything is amplified when familiar foes face off against one another. We talked a little bit about how these two teams are made up a little bit differently. Canisius strong on the back end, Buff State a little bit stronger offensively. I expect the Bengals to have a little bit more offensive possession, but that grittiness might lean into the Golden Griffins' favor.
And in games like this where you see two teams relying on offense, whether it's from the back end or the front of the lineup, two goaltenders are going to be headlined tonight as Buffalo State will turn back to the ECC transfer Jace Faso, who will get his second start for the Black and Orange, as we will see Matthew Hurley just taking the ice now for the Golden Griffins, as we have something of a goaltender matchup as well. A lot to look forward to in this game. Some physical play, strength on strength almost, and a little bit of some hard feelings, I would say, to just add intrigue, and you love to see it in these rivalry games.
Yeah, you absolutely do, and these teams obviously haven't played that much this season, so still trying to figure each other out here as they take the ice. But something to note, in the 2 games so far this season, Buff State has taken 8 and 9 penalties respectively, and they have allowed 6 goals against on special teams, 7 if you count a shorthander at the end of that game most recently. So that's an element that could come into play. Special teams can really win and lose you games, and in a game that's chippy like this, being in the box certainly adds that other variable to how this game could play out.
You definitely don't want to be putting pressure on the goaltender you ask a lot of already. As the ref blows the whistles, the players will head to their respective benches as we are moments away from puck drop. We're going to head down to ice level before we get started between the Buffalo State Bengals and the Canisius University Golden Griffins. Just about ready for puck drop here from Buffalo State Ice Arena as the Bengals, in their third consecutive home game to open the 24-25 campaign, will be sporting their shiny, envious game wear black and gold holographic uniforms, attacking from left to right, and the Canisius in their iconic blue and gold away uniforms, attacking from right to left, as we are just about ready to get started here, as Coach Tim Turner is going to send out one of the big lines, as it's going to be Jake Allen coming out at least one. And let's see who the Bengals send out here. All right, we've got Jake Allen. We have Austin Paluch on the front end, as Magnus Indridson and Carson Kummer will come out as the starting defensemen, as Canisius has got their starting five out. All right, whistle is ready. Anthony Morin's in on the dot, and we are ready to go as the puck is dropped, and here come the Bengals through the neutral zone as Paluch chips it in, but it's Canisius gathering, looking for the early breakout. Puck is turned over right in neutral ice, but a good pickup by Joshua Middleton sends it into the Bengals zone, where Carson Kummer backpedals into his own end, sends one off the wall through the neutral zone, and a nice move off the glass, and here comes Anthony Morin. Anthony Morin over the line, finds Jake Allen trailing, passes in his skates, not able to control it. Allen covering the point, sends one off the boards and down low for Austin Paluch. Paluch whips it around for Morin. Looking for Allen, quick one-timer shot deflected on, and a big first save by Matt Hurley. And now it's time for the Golden Griffins with Woods. Woods through the neutral zone, dances through a couple back checkers, gains the line. Play is on sides, and it's Nick Woods. Puck is shot from a weird angle and steered away there by Faso, as it's Indridson. Cross-ice breakout, puck just jumps over the reach of Austin Paluch, and it's Mason Clare, the big, mean defenseman for Canisius. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight. Woods over the line on his backhand, drops it back for a point man, and Fadinger looking to jump into the play, has the puck go under his blade. He's got a race for Nolan Mitchell. He just whips it back into his own end for his D partner, Mason Clare. Off the wall, the puck goes into Canisius territory, but it's quickly turned over to Luke Stotz. Luke Stotz, he was not aware that Nolan Mitchell was way behind on the play, and that is going to be an offsides as we get the first whistle of the game.
Yeah, Mitchell got caught in that near corner here, as both these teams starting to settle into this game a little bit. We've seen some sloppy passes so far, but some of the bigger players have already made their presence known. A couple of good rushes there from the Griffs, headlined by Nick Woods.
Fatzinger goes D-to-D for Mason Clare, mohawks his way around and then sends one back to his D partner. Looking to chip it off the wall, and it's picked down there by Luke Stotz, and he's going to get to work down below the goal line. Stotz on his forehand, looking for an option, sends one to the point. Blackley at the blue line. Down low it goes, as it's going to be Vincent Zach. He's going to come out of there with the puck initially, but Fatzinger puts a stick on him. Vincent Zach goes down. Puck looks to pop out in front of the net as Michael Blackley does a great job of maintaining his point, putting the puck in down low. Vincent Zach going to work on the wall, but it's going to be Canisius coming out with the puck as it's Yanks. Up it goes for Ronan Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster makes a move and gets in, and he's harassed from behind. That was a good penalty to take, as it prevented a scoring chance. But like Vinny said in the opener, 2 minutes into the game, and the Bengals already have to kill a penalty.
Yeah, that one maybe could have been argued was a penalty shot, as Hoffmaster got in sort of all alone, didn't have the full step, and now it's going to be the Golden Griffins going out with their first man advantage of this game. I mentioned the last two games. There have been 8 and 9 penalties taken by the Bengals, 62.5 and a 66.5 penalty kill percentage through those first two games so far. So special teams, something Canisius going to have to try to take advantage of, because I have a feeling they're going to need to keep up with some scoring here as this game goes on.
This penalty kill is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. Puck in the corner. It's a good battle, but it's going to be Canisius coming out and maintaining possession. Held there by Patrick Larocque. Gets it back to Hoffmaster at the point. Cross ice it goes as Canisius maintains possession. Nick Woods on his backhand, keeping the puck to the outside. Hoffmaster on the half wall. Has got a lot of time and space to walk in. Hoffmaster gets below the dot, looking to feed the slot. Good stick by Damian Ish. Canisius maintains the puck. Tough angle shot right there. Faso puts the big pillow down and kicks it away. But it's Canisius keeping it in with Patello. Puck is held by Matthew Larocque. Into the corner it goes. Canisius just kind of working on the outside. The Bengals don't seem to have much of an issue with them working the perimeter, but now it's going to be Lucas Vitello. Hoffmaster with a one-timer, and Faso gets over to the post and slams the door shut as he makes his first tough save of the night, and he keeps it a 1-1 tie, with a 0-0 tie, with 16:55 to go in the first period.
Yeah, Faso had to really keep the pad flush there as he pushes from post to post. Hoffmaster takes the one-timer, keeps it on the ice. Faso's got to stay sucked down there to make sure that puck doesn't squeak by. Third save of the game so far for the Bengals goalkeeper.
Bengals not able to get the puck out as it's held in there by Mellon. Will Mellon takes a shot through traffic. I don't know if that hit somebody, but it goes just wide as, a sneaky little play looking to hit Anthony Morin up the ice, and Canisius has to backtrack. It's Will Mellon with Anthony Morin in him. Morin looks to read the play. Mason Clare's going to have the opportunity to break out as he gets the puck over to Keegan Lynn. Linesman just hits it and then shakes it off almost to pay tribute to Dikembe Mutombo, and the puck is then chipped in by Canisius. Rest in peace to Kembe as Magnus Indrickson has some trouble behind his own net. Puck is on the doorstep, and it's ripped home. That's Braden Yanks on the power play. And with 30 seconds in the kill, it is Canisius getting the 1-0 lead. Braden Yanks.
That was created by some really good effort right below the goal line. The puck comes out right in front, and it's just buried because Yanks is all alone at the top of the goal crease. He makes no mistake roofing it, and with still 31 seconds left to go on the power play at the time, the Griffs go up by 1.
We touched on special teams early, and it's been a factor immediately as it's Braden Yanks getting the Griffs on top with a beautiful finish, and the Bengals losing somebody in front of their net again. They've had that problem to start the season, and it bites them again. Blackley, dangerous cross-ice pass, but it gets up to Joey Mandel. Mandel looking to find Stotts, puts it right between them, and that puck is sent through the neutral zone. Colby Lawrence on his backhand, whips it around. The Bengals little chopped in their own end as Joey Mandel on the half wall sends the puck to neutral ice. That's gathered initially, and now here comes Mason Clare chipping it down. That puck is on Jace Faso, and is picked up by Lawrence. Got another call here, as we are going to wait to see what's going on here.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a little bit of a battle going on along the boards here on the near side of the ice, and as they get tied up, it seems like it's going to be Buff State actually going to the penalty kill again, although
I'm not sure what the call was. I mean, the Bengals are killing another penalty, and this is tough sledding right now for the Bengals, as within 4 minutes they're on their second penalty kill after just allowing a goal. Canisius looking to get set up as it's Woods getting it back to Ronan Hoffmaster. Back to Woods. He's got a ton of time, and there's a quick shot deflected right on, and Jace Faso had to have eyes on that one all the way as he slams the blocker arm shut, and he keeps it a 1-0 Griffs lead, as this penalty kill is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's premier leading indoor golf facility with simulators, lessons, and league. Buffalo Golf and Social, the area's top destination for year-round practice and instruction. Little dipsy doodle on the outside, but it maintains possession as the puck is sent down low. Stick goes flying, so does a player. No call there, interestingly. And then it's the aforementioned Woods who went down, has the puck at the point. Feathers a pass on over for Patrick Larocque. Looking for an option, just takes a shot. No screen in front right there as Faso makes the save and holds on with 1:25 to go in the penalty kill.
Yeah, that earlier chance, I do want to point out, was redirected by Larocque right in that slot area, and it changed directions, and Faso had to track it. He's already been tested now 6 or 7 times early in this first period. Canisius, of course, being helped by the man advantage situations, is really throwing a lot of rubber on net.
Canisius building more and more confidence as the time on the penalty kill goes on, as they continue to work the half wall down below the goal line as Owen Gang goes to the wall with Nick Woods, who comes out of there with the puck in the corner. Woods again getting on the edges, looking for an option, looking for someone to give it to. He kind of dishes it down low to Larocque and gets it right back. Nick Woods spearheading the power play for the Griffins here, but miscommunication through 2-point men, and that's going to do the work for the Bengals with 1 minute to go here in the penalty kill. Here is Matthew Larocque. Looking to start a breakout, has Allen and Anthony Morin leading a token forecheck, but Larocque gets through. Morin might have hooked him, no call there, and Damian Ish is going to have time to feather the puck. Looks to go the length of the ice. Little bit of difficulty gathering that puck by Mellon, but he does go D to D, and now here comes Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster through the zone with speed. Dropping it back for Woods. Woods dancing into the slot. Good defense there by Morin, but Woods with a toe drag to keep the play alive until Morin chops it off him, but Woods gets again, plays in the slot, and a pass for Cross, and what a save by Faso as Ronan Hoffmaster hits him with a no-looker, and Jace Faso slides over and slams it shut as Patrick Larocque right on the doorstep to make it 2-0, and Faso comes up big again.
Yeah, that's a great pass by Hoffmaster to send it on the backhand just to the bottom of the far circle where Larocque is waiting. Faso just makes an even better save on a situation that was created by incredibly impressive balance from Nick Woods. He was kind of 1-on-3 there for a while, and somehow he stayed on his feet and was able to dish the puck without turning it over. Canisius, while being on the power play, didn't want to send the extra guy on the ice seemingly, and so they're going to force Larocque to head back out there, even though he was supposed to go to the bench for a change, and the Griffs coaching staff didn't do that in time.
Yeah, we're playing some chess here, or maybe some checkers, but either way, we're getting the matchups. The refs are not having any of it, and now we've got the necessary 5. No, we do not, and
I'm wondering what this. It seems like the linesmen, the referees are disagreeing because Yanks almost wants to go to the bench, and Canisius was okay starting with 4 players and just getting someone out late, but alas, now 5 on the ice.
You know a guy's got to be at the end of his shift to want to come off the ice on a power play, too.
Yeah.
And for that, the Bengals will send the puck the length of the ice, and now the Griffins will get that change they were trying to get at the whistle. Here comes Braden Yanks, the Canisius goal scorer. Over center ice he goes. Drops the pass over for Gavin Baumgartner. Luke Stutz, though, does a nice job just gathering the puck and sending it the length of the ice. That is going to go to Matt Hurley, and that is a kill for the Bengals as they get the job done this time with 13.5 to go here in the opening period. Little miscommunication there on the breakout as Indridson's able to intercept that pass and go D to Carson Kummer. He was looking for Vincent Zach. Zach looks to chip it ahead, but instead it is going to be Mason Clare. Has the puck picked off him nicely initially, but it's the follow-up by the Griffins that lead to a scoring opportunity. Indridson. Someone is down right here.
Yeah, it's Keegan Lynn from the Griffs, and he's pointing to his right shoulder.
I did not see what happened, Vinny. I don't know if he took a hit or if he fell or what happened, but yeah, Keegan Lynn immediately looks over to the bench and points to his shoulder, and he's not quite getting up right here, so interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting to see here. You definitely hope the best for Keegan Lynn. As while he is dealt with, we would like to acknowledge that this broadcast is brought to you by 412 Communications, your new gold standard for digital media solutions for small business. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing service, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help you, your brand, build bridges with the people you serve.
They're going to take him right off the ice here, it looks like. And unfortunately for him, he's going to be stepping off the pad here with still just over 13 minutes left to go in this first period after getting tied up in the neutral zone behind the play. I think just in an attempt to sort of catch up to that breakout, may have made inadvertent contact with a Buff State back checker, and that contact had him falling to the ice, and he slid about from blue line to where he ended up just about outside that center ice face-off circle with clearly, in some discomfort there, and like we mentioned, gesturing towards his right shoulder.
Well, good to see Braden Keegan Lynn get off the ice. Hope the best for him to see him back in this game, but the play is back underway as Carson Kummer reverses behind his own net. Looks to send one to Vincent Zach. It goes by him. Icing is waved off, and here comes Stutz. He's in a race for it with Kevin Krause. Krause gets there first, but here comes Nolan Mitchell in the support. Mitchell gets possession in the corner and looks to work down low. Nolan Mitchell on his backhand is dealing with the big defenseman Riley Fatzinger. He is a tough man to get rid of. He is big and he is a strong skater. But it's going to be the Golden Griffins with Kevin Krause chipping it up. But Mitchell again, strong forecheck so far by this line of the Bengals. Vincent Zach in on the forecheck leads to a turnover to Indridson. Chips the puck up, but it is going to be picked up by the Griffins. And here comes Noah Claxton chipping the puck down low, and the chase is on. Carson Kummer gets there first, sends it up the near wall. Vincent Zach's got some room, and he's got great speed. Here comes Vincent Zach in over the line. Zach takes a shot, and a good defensive block made there by Lucas Vitello as Zach was looking to wind up a snapshot, and the puck is sent out of play with 12:22 to go in the opening period.
Good job by the back checkers there from Canisius to make sure he didn't have room to slow up, force the defense to slide more towards their goaltender, and then use the outlet that he had on the far side of the ice. Now Canisius going to get another faceoff win here as they really enjoy a 1-0 lead, but have seen Buff State settle in a little bit here over the past couple moments.
Here's a turnover here is Jared Figueroa. Figueroa overskates the puck right there as he was looking to make the pass, but Michael Blackley keeps the play alive for now. And good skate there by Jake Allen as they had Baumgartner ripping down the wing. Allen prevents a breakout opportunity, and now it's Nick Woods. And we feel like he has been acting as a point guard for these Canisius Griffins, as right there, though, he has his pocket picked. Anthony Morin spins it down low behind the line, looking for Jared Figueroa. Figueroa chips it on his backhand, looking for an outlet. Figueroa has a lot of skill. You got to watch him, but he kind of shows it off right there, and it's going to be Nick Woods. Colby Lawrence doing a great job on the back pressure, and he does a nice job of making sure Canisius doesn't get the opportunity to skate it in, but the puck does not get out. It's kept in there by Joshua Middleton. Nice move there by Morin. Up the wall it goes. Here's Figueroa. Figueroa sends one to the slot. It was sitting there, but nobody in black and orange could get their stick on it, and the play's coming back the other way. It is Patrick Larock chipping it in. Colby Lawrence heading in there, but they waved. They got a penalty. They got a penalty on the play. They got an icing on the play, and we're going to get a face-off coming in the zone. I apologize. I was not able to see the call. So it's going to be icing, and we're going to have a face-off in the Golden Griffin zone.
It seemed like Larock might have not realized where he was on the ice. He flipped that in as if he was going to go in on the forecheck, but still maybe a pace or two before he got to that center ice line.
Canisius definitely looking to stretch the play on this Bengals defense. They've had a little success doing that as it gets by Damian Ish, but Michael Blackley doing a great job, Owen Gang doing a great job in support. Then he looks to find Joey Mandel, and it goes off his skate, turned over to Dericio. Dericio looks to take a shot. It goes just up and over, and the Bengals are going to get on the forecheck. Gang keeps one, takes a shot. Ed is tipped wide as it's Fatsinger down below the goal line. Chips it up ahead for Mason Clare. Clare sends it up the wall. Damian Ish read that perfectly. He's going to look to send it in. Plays onside. Here's Ian Worth walking in with a shot, and the puck appeared to have rolled on him right as he went to take the shot. And Matt Hurley passes his first big test of the game to keep it a 1-0 Canisius lead.
That was a great poke forward there by Buff State to give him room all alone. Worth comes in, but the puck is bouncing. When it got chipped to him, it just ended up on edge, and he wasn't able to settle it to get a good shot. But only the second time today that Hurley was tested.
Bengals doing a great job keeping the puck in. His Gang looks to take a shot that's blocked. Turnaround shot, and it's, handcuffs the goaltender. Puck is sitting in the blue paint, but a great job defensively of Gavin Baumgartner to box the man completely out of the blue paint, but the Bengals looking to transition. Ian Worth, he's got bodies going to the net. Ian Worth takes a shot through a screen, and another block there by Canisius. Puck is chipped up and over, looking for the surprise rainbow play, but it's Ronan Hoffmaster coming back. He's got Damian Ish on him. Hoffmaster looks to put the move on Ish, and a great job by the Kenmore West captain Ish, making a great play defensively, and it's going to be Ian Worth, his former high school teammate, going up the wing. He's got Hoffmaster in his pocket, gets clear of him, sends one to the slot. Mandel gets robbed blind by Matt Hurley as Ian Worth fends off a checker, finds the trailer Mandel in the slot, and Matt Hurley gets to the top of the blue paint and makes another excellent save as the Bengals, halfway through the period, seem to have found their stride offensively.
That was impressive from Mandel, too, to get so much power on that redirection. Typically, you see that maybe lose a lot of velocity. He was able to increase the puck speed going towards the net on the redirection.
Canisius wins another faceoff. They have been great on the dot so far, but it's the Bengals gaining possession for now. Griffin Regan gets rid of Stotz through the neutral zone. Trying to put a move on a defenseman. Comer takes him out, and the puck goes into the corner as Indridson's going to head to the wall with Jack Clary. Puck finds its way in front of the net. It's still there. A little pinball action going on here as Stotz sends one off the boards. That's going to work. Vincent Zach in behind the D. Zach takes a shot for the short side, and another great save by Hurley. Little difficulty by Hoffmaster behind the net as the play is sent into the neutral zone as the Bengals look to regroup. It's Michael Blackley backpedaling into his own end, looking for an outlet. Blackley through the neutral zone he goes. Finds Mitchell. And Stotz slams on the brakes, sends a cross pass. It's chipped in there by Blackley, pinching in from his deep position. Blackley has a man right in his pocket. It's Vitello. Vitello and Blackley go to the ice. The puck is still buried under Vitello. Vitello takes his man down. No penalty there, and we're going to keep going. Puck deflects off a skate into neutral ice as Colby Lawrence has some pressure. Sends it into the neutral zone through. Little difficulty right there. That almost led to a turnover, but a little bit of a slow zone exit by Canisius kept that play offsides, and they couldn't do much with that. Blackley gains center ice. He's got Baumgartner in his back. He's got Larock in his back pocket, but Stotz has room in the slot, gets a lot on that wrist shot, but Matt Hurley gets high on top of the blue paint, makes a shoulder save. As with 8:30 to go in the first period, it stays a Canisius 1-0 lead, but the Bengals have really upped the pressure in the last few minutes.
Yeah, they certainly have. At 1 point, shots on goal were 7-1 in favor of the blue and gold. It's now 7-6. Buff State has really re-entered that conversation.
Aaron Johnson seeing his first action of the night. Wins the battle, looks to send one down for Jake Allen. Austin Paluch. Up to the point, Colby Lawrence. Heavy shot, deflection, and it just goes over the net as Aaron Johnson went to the net looking for a tip. Blackley. Another shot from the point goes just wide. Colby Lawrence. You know what? Colby Lawrence has a heavy shot, and I give anybody who's crazy enough to get in front of that a ton of credit, and that's exactly what Canisius is doing, is Colby Lawrence can absolutely launch that puck. Blackley. Nice feather pass for Paluch. Juggles it a little bit, but gains the line and puts the puck in deep, and he is off to the races, going into the wall with Mellon. Aaron Johnson doing some good work on the forecheck, gets the puck away from his man for Blackley. Down low, the Bengals winning on the wall so far. Canisius just trying to get to the zone, and they find Patrick Larocque. He's going 1-on-2. Larocque takes the shot. Fassel steers that away with the blocker. Good long reach from Colby Lawrence to get the puck off to the half wall. But Larocque finds someone, man, in front of the net, but Gavin Baumgartner wasn't ready for it, and he didn't get all of his stick on it. Paluch heading down to the half wall, goes to the wall, wins it initially. Baumgartner goes for the toe drag. Not to be, and the Bengals have an opportunity to break it out. They do not. They send it the length of the ice. Fatzinger definitely could have got to that puck, but somehow we're calling that an icing, as we're going to get a face-off in the Buffalo State end with 7:04 to go in the first period.
I think that shows right there, though, Sean, what the Canisius pressure at times could do to Buff State on defense. It seems like even though they had room to bring that puck up with a little bit of clarity, they just decided to send it down the ice and force that icing and the whistle to reset things. But that goes back to the pressure Canisius had at the beginning of the game. On that power play, you saw how their offense can move the puck.
Canisius definitely has moved the puck well early. They're going to look to get back to that, and Buffalo State wins a defensive zone faceoff. And the puck is on the half wall. Aaron Johnson just looking to clear it, but he cannot shake Gavin Baumgartner, who gets the puck down low. Plays into the front of the net, and Faso had to go into the splits to make that save. But now here comes Canisius looking to put some pressure as Fatzinger rips one. He's a big body, and he really can shoot a puck as well. Lawrence takes his man to the wall. Allen gets a chip, and here comes Paluch. He's in a race with Fatzinger, but Fatzinger with the long stride gets there, but the play's kept in at the line. Plays onside. Morin takes a shot. What a glove save there by Matt Hurley as Anthony Morin came screaming over the blue line and looks to go to the far post, and Matt Hurley sticks out the big glove and rips that puck out of the air to keep it a 1-0 Canisius lead.
That's now the second time we've seen that, where Canisius has tried to get the puck out of the zone, and Buff State's support has been able to keep it in and create a scoring chance for them. That resiliency is going to pay off as this game goes on.
Figueroa looking to go top corner, fires it just over the top of the net as Gang. Great job pinching, puts one on goal, but it's kicked away there by Kevin Krause. Figueroa getting nasty on the forecheck right there, creates some havoc, and a turnover. Morin looking into the slot. Good skate there by the Canisius defenseman, but it's Anthony Morin keeping it alive. Nice move on the defender, Krause. Morin on his backhand, looking to the back door, plays on the back door, and another huge save there by Hurley. Matt Hurley has been on his game, to say the least, in this first period as Canisius looks for an opportunity to break out. Puck is sent down low by Jack Clary. It's going to be Owen Gang into the corner. Chips it ahead now for Morin. A nice little drop pass. And the Bengals are going to be able to break it out. Here's Jared Figueroa, one man back. Figueroa looking to Mohawk, but Kevin Krause just neatly knocks the puck off him. But Figueroa gets it back. Ian Worth finds Morin down below the line. Morin looking to go back door, and a good defensive play by Canisius, but it's Gang at the point. Gets the shot block, but Buff State keeps it alive. Morin over for Damian Ish. Damian Ish looks down below the line, sauces one over to Ian Worth. Worth looks to get one in front of the net, and Ish had vacated his point. Almost keeps it alive, but he's going to backpedal to maintain possession, which gives Canisius an opportunity to change. Bengals looking to catch him on that change with Morin again. Morin forgot the puck, but Figueroa in support keeps it alive for the Bengals. Figueroa has the puck knocked off him, and Canisius is looking to hit the line with speed. Here comes Mason Clare. Mason Clare, nice inside-outside move attempt, but Magnus Indridson gets in the way there. But he gets the puck taken from him, and now here's a shot right there by Larocque. Faso makes the save, and Ian Worth is there to clean up the garbage. Ian Worth sends one up the middle. Great read there by Will Mellon. He's going to send it all the way in as Morin has the puck. He's got Woods coming in with some soft pressure. Goes around for Damian Ish. Looking for Vincent Zach, has a rough ride into the boards, and that's going to lead to a turnover initially. Bengals have two forwards in support now on the wall, but the puck isn't moving. Bengals need to be careful here not to get caught puck watching as Nick Woods comes out of there, takes the shot, and Jace Faso makes the blocker save. Morin gets around one forechecker and then gains center ice, sends the puck down low. Icing is waved off in case there was any question. But here's that forecheck again by the Bengals, wreaking havoc on this Canisius breakout as Mitchell gets the puck down low to Zach, plays in front of the net, and Luke Stotts looks to go between the legs and make it look pretty. He does get the puck on net right there. Any means necessary, I guess, Vinny.
Yeah, I mean, that puck came out, and it definitely was out of his reach, and the lefty, instead of opting for a backhanded shot, tried to go between the legs, and maybe got a little bit more on that. Some of the coaches that I had in my later years of hockey always used to make fun of our teams for trying to avoid backhand shots as much as possible.
Here comes Canisius through the zone. It is Baumgartner. Baumgartner looks to get outside of Carson Comer. Comer smears him off nicely, and the Bengals will look to break out, but Nolan Mitchell has a little trouble with that, and then the play comes in front of the net as Braden Yanks was looking for his second of the period. Braden Yanks having a bit of a penchant for getting loose in the slot. The Bengals definitely are going to need to watch that, as Yanks is getting free pretty much at will right now. Stotts gets held to the wall here looking for a call, but the play still maintains in the corner as Nolan Mitchell dumps Braden Yanks and is going to look to start the breakout. Good passing by the Bengals as Vincent Zach chips it ahead as he's going to head to the wall with Fatzinger. Fatzinger looks to finish him off, but Stotts gets it on the half wall, takes a shot that hits everything before making its way to the net, and it's going to be the big defenseman Riley Fatzinger reversing it to nothing as the Bengals forecheck continues to cause a turnover. Indridson chips it ahead, wasn't sure if he wanted to pinch or stay at the line, so he opted to play conservative and leave his point attended to, and now he's going to gather the puck in the neutral zone. Blackley not able to handle the rolling puck, as Indridson's got some company, but he just calmly gets the puck up the same boards, and the Bengals look to break out. Stotts reversing into his own end with Hoffmaster on him. Stotts initially gets rid of him, and then he chips one up for Blackley, who then leaves it for Stotts, who gains the line with some speed. Stotts puts the move on the defender and loses it at the very last second, and then Mason Clare takes the big Buffalo State Bengals forward to the wall. Lawrence does a nice job pinching initially, but the puck does get by him, which causes Blackley to retreat into his own end. Blackley gets the puck to center ice and no further as it's Middleton chipping it up for Canisius. Blackley doing a nice job reading that play, and let's see if he can get there. Middleton has a hard time gathering it as Allen takes a shot and he doinks it off the elbow as that was the best opportunity so far for the Bengals. Colby Lawrence is caught deep, but Canisius didn't seem to realize they might have had numbers enough to just send it the length of the ice. Faso looks for Jake Allen, who's going to circle back behind his own net, and with 1:40 to go here in the opening period, looking to start a breakout, but he loses it trying to split two defensemen, and it's Canisius applying the pressure on the forecheck. On the half wall it goes. Good read there by Joe DeRicio, the former Batavia Notre Dame captain. Sends it up for Allen. Here's a 2-on-1. Allen comes in, shoots one, and a save is made there by Hurley and steered wide. And now here comes the track meet as Canisius looks to get on it. It's Joey Mandel dropping one for Allen. Allen goes back for Mandel, but a good defensive job there by Lucas Vitello again to break up that pass attempt. Colby Lawrence gets his big leg in the way of that chip play as the play is initially kept alive, but Nick Woods putting on the hands, but Jake Allen takes that, and let's see if Allen can start something here. Allen chips it ahead. He's got Mandel. Mandel's got the puck in a defenseman's skates, just backhands one to the front, and good defensive awareness there by Vitello just to get to the front of the net and just get the puck anywhere but the blue paint, which will allow Canisius an opportunity for a breakout. As now here comes Matthew Larocque. Takes a shot from an angle, goes for the bar down snipe. Faso sticks that big glove out and holds on as we're going to get a whistle here with 37 and a half seconds to go here in the opening period, as this opening period is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit EnviousGameware.com to give your team a look to be envious of. Here is the play through the zone as Morin gains center ice and gains the line. Has some trouble, but he draws a penalty, and that's exactly what the Bengals needed right here. Don't shoot it as Owen Gang looked like he wanted to tee that thing up, and right as the whistle blew, we thought better of that. As with 21.8 to go, the Bengals go to the power play. And as I say on what feels like every broadcast we do, those last-minute power plays and goals, they hurt a lot more when you allow them, and they give you a nice jolt heading into the locker room. This will be a big 20 seconds if the Bengals can get some possession on this power play.
Yeah, and I don't even think the Bengals have to score to go into the locker room with a little bit of a positive boost here, because you'll then have, if you don't score, a minute and 39 seconds of man advantage time to start that second period.
Bengals will get possession as Figueroa keeps it in his point. They're going to have 15 seconds to work. Luke Stotz goes cross for the slot. Dericio initially got there. The puck is going to go to center ice. The Bengals have 9 seconds if they want it. Let's see what they got here. Bengals are going to attack. Morin, he's got 2 seconds, sends it to the front of the net. A good look there by the Bengals. We are not going to get a shot, as that is how the first period ends, as the Bengals will take 1 minute and 40 seconds of their power play into the second period as Canisius takes a 1-0 lead. But I think I speak for everybody that Canisius might want to think themselves fortunate enough to be coming out of this period with the lead after the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, looking at the stats as that period went on, I mean, Canisius had the advantage in most categories, but it really evened out as that period went on. And you mentioned something earlier, Sean, about the face-offs. Buff State right now has a 1 face-off win advantage, actually, over the Golden Griffins, thanks to that last 5 minutes. That will certainly help them in the latter 2 periods of this game.
Bengals got off to a pretty rough start, allowing a power play early and subsequently a goal to Braden Yanks, but they got it together and got some great scoring opportunities, and you got to tip your cap to Matt Hurley. He was perfect, and he had to be in that first period. We are going to step away after this, as it is Canisius leading Buffalo State 1-0. This is Nickel City Hockey Network. Please be sure to like and subscribe for all of our content, as we will be right back after the first intermission.
I created Buffalo Golf and Social for one reason: to create a space that's different and unique from any other golf facility you've ever been to. It's a place to learn, and it's a place to enjoy. You ready? People ask, what is Buffalo Golf and Social? Buffalo Golf and Social is anything you want it to be. It can be the best instruction. It can be a vibe. It can be a hangout with your friends, running a simulator for 4 hours, playing your own playlist, and putting a game up on the TV. We are about everything and anything pertaining to golf. And most importantly, we are trying to build a community of players and a community of people who love and are dedicated to the game.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
And welcome back to Buffalo State Ice Arena, where the Canisius Golden Griffins will skate into period number 2, enjoying a 1-0 lead. Thank you very much again for joining us here on Nickel City Hockey Network. I am Sean McHugh, here to deliver you the call of tonight's action, joined by color commentator Vinny Cristiano, producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jezorowski, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. Vinny, it was a tale of two halves of a period as Canisius, with the help of some undisciplined play by the Bengals, were able to jump out early to a 1-0 lead, maintain some possession, but Buffalo State found their legs about halfway through the period and pretty much flipped the script, and now we come into period number 2 with both teams pretty much even in all categories.
Yeah, and it really is a new game from what we saw in those first few minutes after Yangst opened the scoring for the blue and gold and was a pretty significant piece of that offense in that first period. Buff State got that top line rolling a little bit. We talked about that at intermission, at how good Allen and Morin and Figueroa looked. We'll see how they do, because I imagine they'll get some power play time here as they have the man advantage to start this second period.
Minute 35 to go in this Buffalo State power play, as Morin, the aforementioned, does a nice job to keep the puck alive, and it's going to be the Bengals setting up shop to open the period. Morin on his backhand. You can see the respect he has from these Golden Griffins. All eyes on number 5. To the point it goes. Figueroa sends a man to the deck. Into the slot it goes. Puck's bouncing and they score! Jared Figueroa puts a man on second ice skates, and then the puck takes a weird hop and it finds its way over the shoulder. Vinny, we said that's what it's going to take to beat Hurley, and the Bengals, 25 seconds into the period, get this game tied on the power play.
Yeah, now both teams have a man advantage goal, and that one was created by a zone entry. Clean ice is slippery. We saw that happen, and Canisius, even more man disadvantaged after the nice move, has Figueroa planted on the doorstep and unable to stop that from going in the net after the weird bounce.
Just what the Bengals needed. Couldn't draw it up any better as we got a brand new hockey game as Canisius sends it down low. Faso plays it behind the net for Owen Gang. He looks for Damian Ish, who gets it right back to Gang, who's going to try to start the breakout. Canisius has 4 in on the forecheck. Bengals get out regardless. Nolan Mitchell looks for Ian Worth. He was not expecting the pass. It did come beyond center ice. Ian Worth maybe one stride away from waving that off, but be that as it may, we'll have a face-off coming in the Buff State defensive zone.
Yeah, this ice with the new resurfacing, it's just going to be a little bit slicker, obviously, right? And so at the tail end of that first period, that's probably a pretty good bounce pass towards Worth. But with the clean sheet, puck moving a little bit too fast for the Bengals' number 7.
Shot blocked there, and Vincent Zach, if that puck laid down for him, he was gone. But the puck ended up in the Canisius bench, as with 19:10 to go in the first, we are tied at 1 as this broadcast is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's leading indoor golf facility for simulators, lessons, and leagues. Visit Buffalo Golf and Social, the area's top destination for indoor golf. Through the neutral zone it goes as the Bengals looking for a breakout. It's going to be gathered by Canisius. It's Patrick Larocque. D-to-D pass a little offline, and it's turned over in the neutral zone, and the Bengals looking to come back with Mitchell. He's got a man in his back pocket, so he chips it down low, and Vincent Zach is going to lean in on Vitello for the poke check. Vincent Zach gets Vitello off the puck, but good support by the Griffins, and they're going to look to break out with Woods. Woods down the line, puts the move on Gang, but Gang throws his hip into him at the last second and dislodges him right as Woods looked like he was about to go for the short side shot. Woods again. Puts a move on Zach, puts another move on a man. Here comes Woods. Woods liked his dancing a little too much there and stick handled himself into the corner, but he still got the puck. Must have some glue on his tape right here because they can't get the puck off him as here's Woods again and he tries to go bar down. Can't get the puck on net. Bengals looking to get out of the zone. Mitchell takes a spill. Canisius with Mason Clark keeps it in. And it's Baumgartner kind of just slowly backhanding one into the slot. The puck is lost in some feet. Faso down on the puck. Where is the whistle? There it is as Faso keeps the puck out of the net. Yeah, just keeps it out as Faso anchored down on that post. And there was a little bit of hecticness, but it's kept out, and we remain tied at 1.
You know what surprises me there, Sean, is we talked about the rivalry and the grittiness of this game.
Nothing.
And a couple of whacks at Faso there, and the Bengals just kind of let it go. I'm surprised that there wasn't more pushing and shoving.
Yeah, that'll be something to watch because these two teams typically are known for games, if not anything else, they're physical. Let's see if anything comes of that as here's Ronan Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster gets around Stotz, sends a weird bouncer looking for the front of the net as Doricio gets the puck off the pinching D-man, but the pass is not able to connect as Fatzinger backpedals in, gets the puck for Blackley. He's got Braden Yanks in his pocket, and Blackley backhands one, reverses course, looking for Doricio. Doricio hounds his man, so he can't keep it alive, but Canisius keeps possession. Puck goes to the slot as Michael Blackley's just going to skate it out. Blackley, nice look, but unfortunately Doricio just unable to gather that as he goes in on the forecheck. Doricio wins the battle initially, looking to come out of there with the puck as the puck slides away. Blackley again. Keeps the play alive, reverse hits a man, and almost sets up a chance for Mandel as Michael Blackley, half the size of Gavin Baumgartner, but thumped him right there, and then he let him know it. Mandel, puck is out to center ice, it goes, Hoffmaster. Reverses course and flips it down as Colby Lawrence is slowly skating. He doesn't see the pressure coming, and Lawrence just kind of flips it off the glass and out of play. I don't think Lawrence had any idea he had back pressure coming.
No, I don't think he did, although I did like his idea because at times both teams' defenses had rushed to just fire the puck up the wall, and that had created some icings and some turnovers. Here he does try to take the extra second to essentially get the puck and then make a look. However, with the forecheck, that forced him to then just quickly throw the puck up the wall, and with it redirecting off the Canisius forechecker, it does go out of play, bringing the faceoff outside.
Buffalo State catches a break right there as they get a free zone exit, and now they're going to get possession instantly as Magnus Anderson goes D-to-D, gets to the neutral zone for Anthony Morin. He's got some space, and he's going to gain the line himself. Morin looks to take on 2 for Figueroa. Figueroa, that is not the play you make at the blue line right there when you're the last man back, and luckily the Bengals reverse ice and back up for him to make sure there's no odd man rush, as now here's Allen. Allen again, the Bengals getting a little too happy with the hands here, and they got to just worry about moving the puck up the ice as Canisius is upping the forecheck pressure. Figueroa, one hand on the stick, fends off a check, here's Morin. Gets some room, Morin, he's going to get a look here, takes a shot, and he scores! Anthony Morin puts the head down, creates space on his forehand, and rips one high over the glove of the goaltender, Matt Hurley, and Anthony Morin's got the Bengals on top 2-1 with 15:58 to go in the second period.
That should be his second point of the game, as I believe he got an assist on that first goal, and this one is created because of good puck movement all the way down the ice by the Bengals. It starts off with Indridson getting the puck up to Figueroa. Alan Morin cycling and crossing into that offensive zone, and it confuses the defenseman. Morin gets the extra room and makes no mistake on what was a beautiful shot into the far top corner.
Bengals enjoying their first lead of the night, and they're going to look to up the pressure here as here's 3 on the forecheck. Another turnover created by Morin. Down low for Figueroa. Oh, and Figueroa, Vinny, I think it rolled on him. He had the goaltender Hurley dead to rights, and the puck shot straight up in the air. I think he got either got a rut or something, but if Canisius leaves Jared Figueroa there alone again, I promise you that puck is going in the back of the net.
Yeah, Figueroa already has 1 goal this season, and not often is he going to miss from that angle. And I think you saw there as Hurley got up, he maybe acknowledged that, boy, he certainly had the advantage on that shot.
Nolan Mitchell loses the puck in skates, but does a great job of knocking the puck off Nick Woods as he was looking to break out. And the rolling puck, becoming a theme in this period. Here's a quick shot right into the glove of Jace Faso as he watches that all the way into the trapper with 15:27 to go in the second period, as this broadcast is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. Face-off controlled by Canisius. Pressure on the D-man Fotzinger, but he does get it down low into the slot. Puck sitting in no man's land, and a good read by Ish, but a puck is quickly taken off him, and a shot for the far post. Explain that bounce to me like I am 5. Faso kicks his foot out, but somehow finds a way to direct it back towards him into his glove. If that puck went the other way, there is a wide open cage for anybody in yellow to bang it into.
Yeah, I think it just happened to hit that little indentation by the toe of his pads perfectly, creating the tough bounce.
Good read there by the Bengals defense, shutting down the slot as Ian Worth is going to race for it with Mason Clark. Clark keeps it in, but this time the puck gets out as the big defenseman is going to go D-to-D to the other big defenseman, maybe the bigger defenseman, Fotzinger, as Canisius dumps it in, and they're going to play the dump and go. Gang has pressure on him, gets the puck up to Nolan Mitchell. Mitchell creates space for 1, looks for Ian Worth. The pass is just ahead of number 7, and he's not able to keep it, but Owen Gang doing a nice job reading the play and creates a neutral zone turnover, preventing that breakout for Canisius. Bengals looking to get set up as Vincent Zach covering for the D-man. Backhands one over to Owen Gang. Up the wall it goes, too far for Nolan Mitchell as it's going to find its way as Fotzinger smoothly pivots on his edge, looks to send the breakout. That's a rolling puck. These are dangerous, and Jace Faso drops down like a first baseman and scoops that puck. Ask Toronto Maple Leafs fans what happens when those go in on Vesa Toskala. They can go in the back of the net. So that is not nothing, because we have seen, as Bengals fans, plays like that lead to disaster. Jace Faso, high on the blue paint, make sure that nothing happens there. Hoffmaster moving up to forward for the ship, takes the face-off, and Baumgartner keeps the play alive for Canisius. Gets it to the front of the net, but nobody home, and now here's Joe DeRicio. Ronan Hoffmaster and Joe DeRicio go to the wall together, 2 high school teammates from that outstanding Batavia Notre Dame program on the ice together for the first time, on the ice against each other. 3-on-2 for the Bengals if they move. Stotts, oh, the pass is too far ahead. Let's see if Mandel can catch it. Riley Fatzinger is a huge defenseman, and he has no business being able to move the way he does, and a great play by the outstanding defenseman for the Griffs as he prevents a scoring chance for the Bengals as he's going to line up in the slot, as he's going to go to the wall with Stokes. Riley Fatzinger, that's like having 3 defensemen on you when number 2 is in your back pocket. He is a big, smooth skating defenseman, and he is just a problem at all ends of the ice. As here's Hoffmaster again. Ronan Hoffmaster, one-on-one with Lawrence, gets around him, and Lawrence bothered him just enough to force him to fan on that shot as Hoffmaster looking for his 2nd goal of the season. Canisius looking in front again, and here's Michael Blackley. Michael Blackley had Braden Yankstall up in him, and he had the puck taken off him. As now here's Baumgartner not able to gather, but he does keep the puck in on the blue line, and the half wall goes into the wall with Luke Stokes. 2 Bengals on 2 Griffs right here. Let's see who comes out of there with the puck. He goes to the wall for Joey Mandel, who just goes up the same boards, but it's kept in, and a shot far wide looking for the deflection. Finds the wall. DeRicio just chips it out to center ice. Let's see if Stokes can beat Hoffmaster. Icing is waved off, but Ronan Hoffmaster is going to get there first, and he's going to swing it along for Will Mellon. Joey Mandel giving Mellon the business right now as he's got to get some support from Kevin Krause. Krause using his thick frame to create some space, and he sends a nice pass up the wall, but a nice read. Blackley takes it to make a play. Here's Jared Figueroa. Nice move by Figueroa, looking to wheel around behind the net. Figueroa sends one in front for Morin, takes a shot, and I think Hurley just got a shoulder on that as Morin was looking for point number 3 in the second period. Blackley looking to keep it alive. Putting in the work, nothing called there. Fortunate for the Bengals as Figueroa doing some nice work. Shrugs off Hoffmaster, shrugs off another check as Blackley keeps the play. Blackley again absolutely smokes his man and comes out of there with the puck. Blackley looking to create space, too many moves, and now Canisius looking for a 2-on-1. Here's Griffin Regan, gets one up ahead. There is the shot by Braden Yanks, looking for his second, and Faso, as Braden Yanks lets out a very loud word of encouragement as he skates to the bench as Faso makes another great save.
Yeah, he didn't get all of that shot because Magnus Indridson came back on the back check and just forced him to maybe not get that ideal release that he wanted, and it seems like Yanks is going to be off the ice here. Yeah, his stick was broken, although it's odd because, there's a bunch of backups on the bench there, so maybe something a little bit more than just a broken stick at play.
There's a turnover here in the Buffalo State zone as Indridson has to jump up on his man to knock the puck off him as Jake Allen sends it up for Anthony Morin. Morin's got a man in his back pocket, but he shrugs him off neatly and looks to split them. He does as he finds Allen. Allen gets around one, and Allen's going in on the D. Allen puts a move, takes the shot, and again, I think the Bengals have been bit by the roly-poly puck for a third time this period. I promise I will never say that out loud again. As again, the Bengals have a scoring opportunity, and a rolling puck forces the puck to go up and over.
I wasn't as surprised by that at the end of the first period because the ice got a little bit choppy, but with it being resurfaced, you'd think it might roll a little smoother.
Quick shot off the point there by Vincent Zach, and Matt Hurley had to be tough on the blue paint to throw the shoulder down, and he holds on for a whistle as this broadcast is brought to you by Envious Gameware, designers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Visit EnviousGameware.com to give your team a look to be envious of.
So Yanks will retake the ice here with a new stick, so it might have been that he happened to leave his backup in the locker room for whatever reason, but now the goal scorer for the Blue and Gold back on the bench.
Indridson with a knuckling puck, and that puck hit 3 skates and a stick before making its way to the goal crease, and Matt Hurley strong on his toes on the blue paint covers again as we're going to do the face-off whole situation again, and just like that, Canisius is bringing out the top D pair of Riley Fatzinger and Mason Clark. I would play those two till they dropped if I were their coach. They are outstanding individually. As a D pair, they're one of the best you're going to see.
Yeah, and I think their top forward line is out on the ice with them, with the standout Nick Woods on the ice as well right now.
That was almost a turnover, but Canisius gets away with that as they're going to get a breakout as it's Matthew Larocque chipping the puck in all the way around as Indridson's going to head to the wall. Chips it ahead now for Patrick Larocque. And the Bengals on the half wall chip it down behind their own net as Indridson's going to get on it. Indridson chips it ahead of his forechecker looking to lead the breakout, but again, it's Nick Woods. He's all over the ice right now, creates a turnover. D-to-D pass for Indridson. He's got some time, and he finds Mitchell. Mitchell's got some room, and he's got a trailer. Mitchell dropped for Ian Worth. Great back pressure by Nick Woods, and now he's got the Bengals changing. Nick Woods with Indridson on him. Indridson bothering him. Great job on the back check, but Woods comes out of there with the puck. Woods looks to send one through the slot, finds nothing but Mason Clark at the point, chips it down low. Patrick Larocque going to the wall with 2 Bengals, chips it ahead. The Canisius Griffins looking to maintain some possession. It's Matthew Larocque. Turns and he fires it wide. Fatzinger pinching down from his deep position, goes down low. Takes a shot from the dot. Faso looks around the screen of Patrick Larocque and holds on for a whistle as we are halfway through the second period. The Bengals enjoying a 2-1 lead.
We saw there that Canisius top line get the puck and move it around a little bit. They didn't really get any grade A chances, but with your top D pairing on the ice and your top forward line inherently on the ice, you want to make sure they have possession, which that's exactly what they did. With Buff State now seeing that top line is off the ice, I imagine they're going to probably try to get their top guys out pretty quickly here to take advantage of those blue and gold defenders being on the bench.
There's a long shot by Canisius that goes wide. Is this going to be picked up there by Patrick Larocque? Blackley, Gang sends it up the wall, and Damian Ish has a little bit of time. Looking to make the smart pass. He just chips it all the way up ice through center as it's gathered by Fatzinger. Man, these guys just don't ever seem to be off the ice as it's Mason Clark now chipping it up the wall. It's gathered by Gang. Gang, though, sprawls out, can't make the play as here comes Yanks. Yanks takes a shot. That hits 4 sets of shin pads, and the Bengals are able to get the puck out to center ice as Owen Gang leaves his D position to lead the forecheck. Bengals doing a great job of preventing the rush as it's Austin Paluch forcing the pass up to Claire, who's got to wait for it, but a really nice no-look pass. And here comes Braden Yanks with a shot, blocker down by the waffle of Faso. Ish. Ooh, almost sneakily caught them, almost caught Canisius with too many men. That's only going to result in a face-off I don't know if that was intentional, but Ish was maybe half a foot away from getting a dirty power play for the Bengals.
Yeah, that really would have been something if that had worked out to their advantage. And I think quickly the referees and the linesmen are just going to discuss it to make sure they're on the same page. They are. So puck just going out of play ends up being the call. And now it will be the top D pairing getting a chance to get a little bit of rest here for the Griffs.
And the Bengals are going to look to put that to the test as they're going to send Mandel. The saucer pass gets away from Doricio. Jake Allen hounding on the back check. Here comes Blackley. He's got some room. That's going to work out for Joey Mandel with a shot, and a big save there by Hurley as that shot was coming in hot. Doricio finds Mandel in the slot, kicks it to the corner, nobody home as the Bengals are going to reset in their positioning, which allows Canisius the time to reverse the ice. Physical play on the wall here by Joe Doricio. He is a hard-nosed hockey player. You feel him on the ice when he's out there against you. Blackley, shot from the point, misses everything, but Doricio is initially going to keep possession, but the puck is kind of slapped off him. Allen chips it ahead. Canisius doing a nice job just getting the puck out of the zone. That play is offsides. If the Bengals were going to change, they needed to do it quick, and they didn't. Matthew Woods trying to do a reverse hip check to spend off Joey Mandel, and he does a nice job of that as Blackley again. That young man is reading the play nicely tonight as he is just in the lane of every stretch pass. Impressive freshman defenseman for the Bengals, Michael Blackley. Here's Figueroa. He's got some room. Jared Figueroa looking to create a shot for himself. Puts a move on a defender, and he looks to go short side as Figueroa puts Xander Bates into the spin cycle and then tries to go short side, but Matt Hurley bails out his man from becoming a meme and makes the save with 7:27 to go here in the second period.
Yeah, right now shots in this period are tied at 7-7 apiece, which is slightly less than the pace we saw in that first period. But man, I mean, those talented forwards for the Bengals have really shown their ability to hang on to the puck.
Ian Worth with a sneaky little shot to the far side, steered away there by Hurley. Indridson doing a great job of pinching that bouncing puck, and it's gathered by Morin. Morin slams on the brakes and dips around a couple players. There's a shot from Indridson, and again, Matt Hurley seeing the puck through traffic. The puck hits him. It sticks to him with no rebound with 7:08 to go here in the second period as this broadcast is brought to you by Colvin Cleaners. Dry cleaning, wash and fold, tailoring, and more. Visit Colvin Cleaners. That's who the Bengals trust to keep their uniforms the sharpest in the league.
They are pretty good uniforms.
Oh, they're great. Tim Turner, the envious game wear, unbelievable job on all their uniforms. These Canisius uniforms also are very nice as well. You know how much I love a good uniform matchup, but the team in black is going to gather the puck in the corner. Morin again finds Figueroa in the front, and the puck just kind of died on him as he was going to shoot it. Canisius had numbers, but now they're just going to gain the line. It's going to be Clary as he shoots the puck right on Jace Fosso. He holds on with 6:53 to go as Canisius is going to get an opportunity to get some offensive zone time.
The only thing I will criticize about the Canisius uniforms, and this isn't more a criticism as it is more of an interesting notice, it still says college on it. They switched to university last year, and I'm sure they're eager to get that taken off of the unis as soon as possible.
I would imagine they are. As the Bengals looking for numbers again, plays onside. There's the shot, and again, the puck goes high and wide. Carson Kummer go flying in just to keep the play alive for the Bengals. As Morin, that is bad luck, or that's good luck for Vitello as he was reaching down to get his stick, and Morin popped it into him. And now here is Baumgartner with Carson Kummer back. Baumgartner on his backhand, good stick there by the Buff State defenseman, but the puck is left in the slot, and Figueroa, there's Jake Allen behind the D. Here's Morin, he's behind the D. Morin takes the shot, and he's got 3 points in the second period as Morin sneaks behind the defense, and a low worm burner to the far side finds the corner of the net, and the Bengals have a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that's
going to be 3 for Morin, Vinny.
Yeah, it just shows his ability to shoot the puck where it's open. There it just stays on the ice, goes underneath the pad, and a quick turnaround there after Canisius had a point-blank opportunity going the other way. It's the Bengals taking advantage of it, using those talented forwards to give themselves now an insurance lead. 3 goals here in the second period with still time left to spare.
Anthony Morin has put the Bengals on his back quite literally in the second period as he has all 3 goals and the natural hat trick. And you can bet number 5 in black and orange does not feel like he is done yet. Little difficulty handling the puck in the neutral zone as here's Vincent Zach. He finds Luke Stotz. Stotz looking, finds the puck in front of the net. There's nobody home to get the shot. Vincent Zach, though, using those giant legs of his. The kid squats 850 pounds, just fending off Canisius forecheckers. That breaks every rule in hockey right there, and the refs called that. I mean, that is a carry, that is a travel, that is probably offensive pass interference if you want it. Not a penalty.
Well, there's not a flag on the play, at least.
In an NFL game there would be 3.
Certainly.
And Collinsworth would be talking about Mahomes. Play to the front of the net from Mitchell, and they score! Tick, tack, 4! Nolan Mitchell on the back door, and a beautiful passing play by the Bengals, and they're about to blow this thing wide open as number 19, Nolan Mitchell, gives the Bengals a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, Zach just gives him a pepper pass, and he buries it in front of the net. And this is that Bengals offense we talked about before this game started. This is a forward group, and really a defensive group, too, that helps create those chances. That is really talented. And at any time, they can explode with a lot of firepower. They're showing you why they're so treacherous here.
Oh, Damian Ish! The hands, the big man with the toe drag. Oh, and he goes for the Austin Matthews snapshot. This place, and by that I mean me, would have erupted if he would have done something with that. Damian Ish still feeling himself, leading the forecheck. Canisius looking to break out as the Bengals, they are buzzing right now. They got to be careful, though, not to get lost. Got to get the backdoor trailer. They do not see him, and there's the shot, and Faso to the rescue as Patrick Larocque got a good look. Canisius looks like they're gassed right now as they are just skating with everything they have just to get the puck, as this Bengals speed has definitely worked them in the long change this period. Ish. Oh, he's got some confidence right now as he toe picks his way, looks to send one up the middle. That was a beautiful read there by Larocque. Finds his brother, and Jace Faso again slides across and makes the save, holds on with no rebound with 5 minutes to go here in the second period.
There have been flashes from the Griffs at times, and Faso has just stood tall in the test of all of this pressure time and time again, showing his ability. And quite frankly, and you mentioned it too at intermission, there have been some Canisius chances that if Faso wasn't on his game, could have given them a couple of insurance goals, but he's had an impressive game.
The chip foot pass to center ice finds its way to Vitello, and Canisius looking to gain the line again. Hoffmaster playing forward today, usually a defenseman, sends one in front of the net. It gets there, no one able to finish, and here comes Joe Doricio. He's going 1-on-3. He finds Mandel, plays on sides as Mandel avoids the check from Vitello. Doricio looks to send one in front. Crazy bounce. Oh, Lawrence has time. There's the long shot, and Hurley gets a pad on that at the last second. Doricio to the front it goes again. Allen applying pressure, but it is going to be Hoffmaster coming out of there with the puck. Hoffmaster has to put a move on his own man, but it works out for Canisius as Baumgartner finds Hoffmaster into the slot. It goes for, what a save there by Faso on Yanks as Ronan Hoffmaster again. He is a magician passing that puck, and the goal scorer Yanks got to familiar territory. Faso remembered that, though, got high on the blue paint, gave him nothing to shoot at.
Yeah, Hoffmaster is nothing if not a creator. When he has the puck, he's able to make things happen. And you can see how throughout the course of this game, while he hasn't been rewarded for it, it seems like the blue and gold are getting things going when he's on the ice, when he has the puck.
Somebody besides Nick Woods has to generate offense, and right now that's been Hoffmaster. Oh, and Morin gets behind him again. Anthony Morin over the line, and he scores! Not one, not two, not three. That is 4 for Anthony Morin as they lose him again. The cover 2 shell doesn't do it as Morin gets in alone, slides it through the 5-hole, and that is 4 on the period for Morin. It is 5-1 Bengals.
What a showing from the top line center here for Buff State. And, I mean, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? It's so casual when he gets in. He's moving and he's creating space, and it doesn't even look like he's putting that much effort into his stride. As Canisius adds a little insult to injury there, firing the puck into their own bench.
Mason Clark immediately gets to the bench to make sure he didn't, send one of his teammates into the parking lot with that shot.
Or worse, someone on the coaching staff who's not wearing equipment.
That too. You're definitely getting bag skated if you hit your coach.
Yeah, I wouldn't want head coach Robert Cathcart III to be, having a welt there from one of his players firing the puck there into the bench. Seems like everyone's all right, though.
Everybody seems fine as Ian Worth is going to lead the forecheck as he is pestering Mason Clark, but Mason Clark with that beautiful stride sends a beautiful pass. He was looking for Jack Clary. He's going to get an opportunity. The move works somehow, and he gets it on net, and Jace Faso continues to be perfect in this period with 3:32 to go in the second.
Yeah, well, Canisius has been outscored in this period 5-1. They certainly haven't been held without chances, as right now I have the shots at 12-11 this period in favor of the Golden Griffins, and it certainly doesn't seem that way, but I think that just goes to show how Faso's been playing so well. Canisius' chances maybe aren't grade A, and Buff State is just really executing effectively right now.
This vaunted Buffalo State top line out there again with Ian Worth centering Figueroa and Morin. Let's see what they can do here, as Ian Worth definitely is not lacking in offensive ability himself. Just ask Canisius, as Ian Worth was a monster against them last time they played. But right now it's Canisius through the zone. Nick Woods, he's going to get there ahead of Carson Comer. They got to watch the pass to front of the net. Comer with that great stick of his reads the play, as Ian Worth from his center position makes the play, as now he, Figueroa, and Morin are going to head into the zone. Figueroa gets around Clark, wheels around behind the net. Figueroa looks for the point man. He finds Comer, who's going to have to backpedal into the neutral zone. He's got two on him. He's got to be careful here. He makes the play and finds Figueroa, who then leaves it for Morin. Morin, ooh, that was sneaky. Bengals are caught here. Here's Nick Woods. He's got some speed. Woods takes the shot, and Comer lays out for it and bothered him just enough to affect the shot, and Nick Woods doesn't get it on net, and then he is sent to the wall by Magnus Indridson. Morin trying to use the net as his pail, and Jace Faso got over, and Luke Stotz, there's the animosity we've been talking about, as the Bengals have had enough of the Griffins getting into their goaltender, as now we got some extracurriculars, and this is what we've been waiting to see, that response from the Bengals when Canisius gets a little friskier on their goaltender.
Yeah, I was surprised that we hadn't seen that earlier, but now that animosity starts to go in, and there's been a couple of things behind the play that have started to enter into this contest, a couple of slashes, a couple of cross-checks, and now Canisius looks like they're going to have maybe their best player going to the sin bin here for a couple of minutes, as number 11, Nick Woods, is going to take a seat in the penalty box.
That is something you will notice with Nick Woods. He is as talented as any player, but he can get a little hot under the collar, and that seems to have happened there. And again, Canisius will be down arguably their best player tonight. This is an opportunity for the Bengals really to send these doors off the hinges and into the back room.
Yeah, and now Buff State can put players on the ice who already excel with limited space, that have more time and space to work with. And we'll see here, as they started this period with a man advantage, they'll end not quite to the buzzer seemingly, but they'll have the majority of this last part of the second frame with one extra skater on the ice.
Face-off won by Canisius, and that was a good play by Anderson to knock it down to keep it from going all the way down the ice, as the Bengals will look to reset and start their breakout with 2:05 remaining in the second period. It's Indridson. Indridson, he's got some space, and he just takes a shot off the bar. Indridson threw a changeup right there, and Hurley got lucky. That puck just found his best buddy and got knocked out, as Blackley, keeping the puck on the half wall, finds Indridson. Looking to step around the checking Hoffmaster. Hoffmaster gets around Worth. He's going to have a chance. Hoffmaster in on Faso, looks to make the move, and Faso got a poke check, as Worth bothered him enough from behind to make sure he couldn't finish his move, as Hoffmaster did have Faso moving. Indridson drops it for Worth. Worth's got room. Worth getting on his toe pick, wheeling around, finding Indridson at the point. Indridson shot through traffic. I don't know if Hurley made the save or if that just hit him, but either way, Indridson with a no-look shot finds his way to the net, as we're going to get a whistle with 1:08 to go in the period, 51 seconds remaining in period two.
Here's one thing that's impressive about Indridson, too, is he is not stereotypically a defenseman. When he played at St. Joe's for the Marauders, he was a forward. And so now here playing at the collegiate level, he's been switched to play on the blue line, and I think that experience offensively helps him sort of know where the forwards might be, and he's developed his shooting for years playing center and wing for the Marauders, and you can see that there with a shot that was labeled for the top part of the net.
Magnus Indridson, one of those players viewed as a Swiss Army knife for the Bengals, can play both positions. He's a great asset to have. You would know, you've seen plenty of Magnus Indridson with your time at St. Joe's. Good to see him taking the next step here with the Bengals as they have 55 seconds remaining here in the second period with 35 to go in the power play. Allen hitting the line with speed. Allen fakes the shot, but Klar stays right with him, forcing Allen to go around as he's got defensemen all over him, but he finds Stotts. Stotts steps into one and he scores! Luke Stotts, time, space, and he loads up that long twig of his and he fires one by the goaltender, Matt Hurley, and 2 for 2 on the power play in the second period. The Bengals have a 6-1 lead.
Yeah, I'm going to just assume based on my tracking that's the third point of the day for Jake Allen. And just some really good puck movement there. Shows what we were talking about with the Bengals as they get their second power play goal of this game and of the period, quite frankly. With extra time and space, these talented players are going to be able to do even more than they already have. Speaking of which, here's Morin again.
Morin looking to send one to the deck for the aforementioned Jake Allen. Not able to get a stick on that, but the Bengals just feeding the slot. Why not? It's there for him. As here's Morin again. Back it goes to Gang. Gang takes a shot off the bar. Owen Gang looking for that first goal of the season. Nothing to be had there as Woods, now looking to redeem himself for his penalty, leads the forecheck for the Griffins. It's Larocque looking to feed the puck in front of the net. Faso finds it and keeps the puck out as we have 5 seconds and 4. Morin's behind the defense. They don't find it. That is going to be it, though, for the period. Icing is waved off as the Bengals put up a touchdown pending an extra point in the second period to take a 6-1 lead. And Vinny, we thought that might happen with the way the Bengals finished the first period. They came out, pedal to the metal, scored early, scored often, and that is the best period of the season for the Bengals by far.
Yeah, what is it you said, Sean, before that first period ended? Sometimes when you have a power play to end a period, it can really help your team going into the locker room. It seems like that's exactly what happened for Buff State. They went to the dressing room, they had that conversation, they reset themselves, came out, scored a power play goal to even it up, and they scored 5 more goals in the remaining couple of minutes to really take a dominant lead in the second period, and their offense is firing on all cylinders right now.
You need your best players to be your best players to be successful. That is what is happening today as the vaunted top line of the Bengals has accounted for 5 of the 6 goals, and then one of the incumbents, Luke Stotts, gets another one for the Bengals as they take a 6-1 lead into the third period. We are going to step away as the ice is redone. You are watching Nickel City Hockey Network. Like and subscribe, follow and more for more hockey content, hockey fans, and we'll see you after the intermission.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
People ask, what is Buffalo Golf and Social? Buffalo Golf and Social is anything you want it to be. It can be the best instruction. It can be a vibe. It can be a hangout with your friends, running a simulator for 4 hours, playing your own playlist, and putting a game up on the TV. We are about everything and anything pertaining to golf. And most importantly, we are trying to build a community of players and a community of people who love and are dedicated to the game.
welcome back to Buffalo State Ice Arena, where we are just about ready for third period action between the Canisius University Golden Griffins and the Buffalo State Bengals. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. My name is Sean McHugh, joined on the call here by Vinny Cristiano, producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, live from the 412 Communications broadcast booth. 412 Communications, your new gold standard in digital media solutions. Vinny, it was definitely a different period for the Buffalo State Bengals as they were able to put up a 6th spot in the second period to take a huge lead into the final frame.
Yeah, it certainly was something as Buff State came out down 1-0 going into that second frame. And, man, they really turned it up, scoring a power play goal right off the bat and then just continuing to pour on the offense. And I think the one thing that impressed me the most was not only their ability to score from all sorts of different angles, but their ability to create in different scenarios. Their face-off winning got a lot better after Canisius had the advantage in that early. Their block shots got a little bit better. Their hitting got a little bit better. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that all the way around, the Bengals started executing at a high level, and that has attributed to them having a 5-goal lead.
And the Bengals are going to look to build upon that and finish strong as Damian Ish will circle back behind his own net and begin operations for the Bengals. Aaron Johnson chips it ahead. That's going to work out just fine as Gang gets it up to Austin Paluch, who chips the puck down low, and the forecheck is on for the Bengals as Aaron Johnson leads in. He takes on the much bigger Riley Fatzinger. Fatzinger kind of shrugs him off, but the wet ice is causing all kinds of problems for Canisius right now. That's going to be something to watch for the first little bit. That puck is not moving as the rink looks flooded right now.
Yeah, it is not moving at all, and that's going to create a bit of an issue for both teams.
Paluch, though, does a nice job to create a turnover as he was looking for Stotts as this line applying pressure for the Bengals to start as now Canisius is going to look for an opportunity. Opportunity was there, but goes by the wayside as the puck is chipped up to center ice. Weird bounce off of the mask of LaRock. Austin Paluch, though, going to battle with the much bigger Patrick LaRock. He wins that battle, and he finds Luke Stotts with some ice. Stotts with Claire on him. Mason Clark, though, nice job getting that big shin pad in the way for the block shot as Canisius gets it to center ice. That puck is chipped all the way down. Icing is waved off as Blackley is going to head in to the wall with Matthew LaRock. Michael Blackley gets dislodged, but Stotts comes away with the puck, and he's going to skate the puck out to center ice. Feathers one all the way across for Jared Figueroa, and he now has the puck in his skates and finds one to center ice. He just puts the puck behind Morin, and now Hoffmaster takes a shot. Faso steers that away with his arm, as now the puck seems to be bouncing as it's a game of apparently hazards on that ice right now, so the Bengals are just going to skate through everybody. Here's Morin. Ducks around one, ducks around two. Morin on his backhand slams on the brakes, and Canisius needs all three guys on the back check to get the puck off him, but Lawrence keeps the play alive as bodies are just tumbling everywhere right now. This ice appears to be a disaster to start.
It definitely does not seem to be as smooth as maybe it was to start that second period, as we're going to see an icing as a result of it. That was an element of the game that we discussed a little bit, but not quite at length, which is when you flood the ice between periods, it obviously adds some slickness. And when Buff State started that second period with the man advantage, it helped them have a little bit more clean movement. However, now before this third period, it seems like it's got a little more heat in it. The puck might not be cold, and as a result, it's bouncing, the players are sliding, and things aren't going quite as smooth as we come out here for this third frame.
I mean, if you're the mental challenge aspect of the game kind of person, this actually favors the Bengals because right there, the puck just bounces on net. But even still, I mean, the Bengals won't be bothered by a bouncy puck. Canisius needs everything they can get to get back into this game, so having to fight the puck, not something they need to deal with right now.
No, but on the other hand, of course, like if Buff State has it and it takes a tough bounce, that's one area that if you're Canisius, you can say, hey, let's just try to force those mistakes. If the puck is bouncing a little bit more than normal and you apply some pressure, it'll help to create those turnovers, and that's what you need to do to try to get back in this game.
Figueroa avoids a check, and he finds Morin. Anthony Morin, drop pass to Figueroa. Oh, that was a good-looking play, but the play was just behind Allen. But the chemistry on this line is building massively. Figueroa again goes 1-on-2, gets the puck knocked off him, but a shot comes in. Hurley has to get down and dirty to pluck that puck out of the air as this line was buzzing around, and Canisius is just done getting peppered by this line. They're going to try and slow this game down every chance they get while these guys are on the ice.
Yeah, something that was interesting, too, I don't think at the very beginning of this game, Allen Moore and Figueroa were on the ice at the same time as much as they have been in the second and now this third period. When those three are out there together, things just click. The chemistry is evident, as is the skill.
And when you can combine skill with chemistry, that is how you build a dangerous line, and that is exactly what this group has been so far this evening. As here's another unit. Here's Ian Worth looking to find Vincent Zach, as this line also is buzzing around, as this line is pesky, as there's a play right to the front of the net. Puck bounces up. Maybe it's better that puck didn't find its way to the net, because there would have been an argument for a high stick right there. But either way, this line for the Bengals with Worth, Vincent Zach, and Nolan Mitchell has been a thorn in the side of Canisius as well, as Canisius has not really done much of anything at even strength so far today.
No, they really haven't. And I will say that pesky is a good term to describe this line, but the third element, you talked about skill, you talked about chemistry, effort. That third element, if you can have all three of those, you're going to be a heck of a hockey player. And this entire forward group for the Bengals right here, led by Worth, who's been all over the ice tonight, has a lot of effort, and it's been showing.
There's Ian Worth down below from his center position. He's going to gather the puck here on the half wall as he's got some pressure coming on him. He just smartly floats the puck through center ice. And Vinny, something to watch here. Canisius is down. They are going to have to take chances. That little fluffy pass off the glass with those D-men pinching down, you may see some odd man rushes as Nolan Mitchell hits the brakes down below. They're going to look to set up shot down below with Ian Worth. Worth looking to find Mitchell, and that was a really good reaction there by the Canisius defenseman to send that puck down. That was Cameron Stitched, who at the very last second put the stick out as Worth was looking for Vincent Zach to make it 7-1, but we're going to get an icing with 15:52 to go here in the final frame.
Yeah, you mentioned that Canisius certainly might look to push a little here, as they should, and down 6-1. In the past, I've been in these scenarios on the wrong side of them more than I've been on the right side of them, unfortunately, but at that moment, you coach and on the bench, you have to say another goal against doesn't inherently hurt us, but a goal for certainly helps. So being down 7-1 doesn't really change things, but if you can get back 6-2, 6-3, then you're making it a hockey game, and aggressiveness is the only thing that's going to help you get there.
And the Bengals need to know that. They need to be aware that Canisius should be coming at them with everything they've got. However, that also, if you button up in your own end, that could lead to opportunities like this. Michael Blackley keeps the play alive, goes on his backhand, fends off a check from LaRock. Blackley again has the puck knocked off him, but Michael Blackley, a bull in a china shop. Not one of the bigger players out there, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's just sending dudes to the ice. Here is a big player, Kevin Krause. He is a thick human being, and he's got some moves as Krause is going to look to lead the breakout. He gets as far as Stotz. Ooh, I agree with the call. But if Stotz waited another half second, they were going in 3-on-1. They were just a little too ambitious there, and we're going to get a whistle here with 15:02 to go in the third period.
Yeah, as that happens, sometimes the timing doesn't work quite right. When you force that quick turnover right at the blue line, always tough to make sure the timing works, but you'll take the good play regardless.
Stotz on his backhand. Sends one back to Colby Lawrence, and we've got a whistle on the play, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty here. There is a hooking call. They're going to get DeRicio for a hook. They're going to get Joey Mandel for a hook. And this is where Canisius will have an opportunity. They have their only goal of the game on the power play. If they can get one here, there's plenty of time to make a game out of this, but it starts right here. Canisius needs to move the puck well, but I think we're well past the possession for moral victories. Canisius has to put one in on this power play. Hoffmaster at the point. Drops one for Woods. Woods takes a shot looking for the glove side, fires it high and wide. That is the guy to watch for the Bengals as he has been spearheading the offense. Hoffmaster tips it back to Vitello with a shot again. That hits some traffic in front, goes over the net. LaRock on his backhand and a collapse of the box by the Bengals defense. The two defensemen actually lock knuckles right there as a great play sends the puck the length of the ice as we now have a minute and a half to go in the Bengals penalty. Bengals have Jake Allen on top of the blue paint with Stotz, so don't think for a second the Bengals are going to be shy about trying to create offense here. But right now they got to stop Nick Woods. Nick Woods looks to drop the pass, looking for LaRock. Nothing to be had there. Woods sends one in front, looking for Patrick LaRock. And the Griffins maintain possession, but they're fighting the puck a little bit. Oh, that was a really nice play there by Larock to keep that play alive for the Griffins. Good play in the front of the net. There's the shot, and again, closing defense, that time by Carson Kummer, forces the puck up and out of play. Any shot that does not find its way to the net is a win for the Bengals, and they're going to send that out of play with 55 to go here in the final frame, as this broadcast is brought to you by Colvin Cleaners. For dry cleaning, wash and fold, tailoring, and more, Colvin Cleaners is who the Bengals trust to keep their uniforms the sharpest in the league. Allen wins the faceoff cleanly back to Owen Gang, who just rings it around the boards, but it takes a weird bounce. But then it takes a weirder bounce off the stick of Braden Yangst, and Anthony Morin's just gonna sit there. Morin, that was not nice at all. Morin gets the puck to center ice at the cost of feelings of several Canisius forecheckers, but it's going to be the Griffins coming through center ice as Owen Gang just wipes out Yanks, but it's going to be the Griffins keeping possession. Plays in front of the net as the puck goes back to the point for Klar. Klar feeding it down low to Yanks. Good idea, but Allen was well ahead of that, and the pass is on the stick of Anthony Morin. Here comes Morin going one-on-one with Klar. What a move by Morin, and he scores. He shoots it. He almost had one. Got ahead of myself there, but Morin puts a nice move on the outstanding Mason Klar, and he got bailed out by his goaltender. Now here's Canisius. Yanks takes a shot. A weird little knuckler, rebound to the front, and the Bengals are there to clean it up, as this is some defense we haven't seen from the Bengals yet this year, and they are looking great in front of their own net, as the message was definitely received after last night. Clean it up in your own end, and it'll lead to offense. Allen on the forecheck, as this line continuing to be an absolute menace for Canisius right now. Lawrence takes a shot. That puck had some eyes, and the goaltender Hurley has to drop the big paddle down and swat that to the side, as the Bengals put the foot on the gas again, as Anthony Morin, looking for more, came that close to getting his fourth.
Yeah, and you assumed that he was going to score just like I did. And to be honest with you, to have that much room shorthanded like that was pretty surprising. I liked Canisius' urgency at the start of that man advantage, but it seemed like they maybe laid back a little bit too much after the puck came out of the zone in the latter half of the power play. We'll see if they're able to get the possession back here now at even strength.
Here's Vincent Zach. He's got elite speed. Vitello, though, he has been very good defensively for the Golden Griffins. An obvious bright spot for the blue and gold tonight. A nice play on the Niagara Falls product, Vincent Zach. Ian Worth back for Lawrence. Shoots through traffic. Colby Lawrence has gotten a few shots through traffic. Very good to see from that big blue liner. As the play is offsides, the Bengals have to tag up. And Vitello. Oh, and Vitello gets absolutely smoked by who else? Michael Blackley. Like I said, he is far from the biggest player out there, but he hits the hardest. And the Griffins are just feeling number 13 in their chest all game. Nolan Mitchell sends a man to the boards again. Colby Lawrence gets a cross-check for some reason, as Ian Worth goes to the ball hard. Bengals forecheck again, making life absolutely miserable for Canisius. You can see him. Sticks are on thighs. They are just grinding these Griffins down to a powder right now. Even when the puck gets out, the Griffins just don't have the legs to chase it down. They're spending all of their shift time chasing after these Bengals forwards. Worth again. Even when the Bengals aren't able to get possession in the offensive zone, that first puck carrier for Canisius, Blackley again. As for some reason, Nick Woods forgot to score and decided to chirp a player that got hit. We've seen that plenty of times from number 11, and I expect a lot more of that coming in the third. As here comes Larock, and there's Woods again. Being liberal with his stick, he's got to be careful. And that play is sent all the way down the ice for an icing, as we are going to get a face-off coming in the Canisius defensive end, as Vinny, the chippiness, it's coming.
Yeah, it certainly will. I mean, that's just the nature of the game, right? I mean, you see that at every level. It's almost like, situation notwithstanding, hockey games are going to get a little bit like that at the end. In blowout scenarios, in games that are tight in the postseason, in the regular season, in preseason play, it just seems like that's an inevitability. And here, we already mentioned the pre-existing tension between these two teams. That seems like it's going to be a little more apparent here as this clock ticks down in the third period.
We are halfway through the final frame as Fatzinger looks to send the puck through neutral ice. Indridson with LaRock on him hard, goes back for Carson Comer. He's got LaRock in his back pocket as Nick Woods gets the puck neatly knocked off his stick. And now Mandel looks to go behind, but that pass didn't have much on it as the puck is sent to the front. They come out in front of the net there, and once again, Jace Faso hugging his post keeps it a 6-1 Bengals lead, as this broadcast is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker to buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property. Trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. Long shot from the point. Faso makes the save. Woods on the back door. Probably should have taken the shot there, but he went for the unselfish play, and the Bengals are going to look to break it out. Oh, what a move by Stotz, and that creates a 2-on-1. Stotz with Mandel. Stotz coming in. Backhand sends it across, and good defense on the back check by Canisius, as now they look to break it out, but the pass cannot find Nick Woods, and now Mason Clark is caught up ice, but the Bengals instead are going to opt to circle back into their own end to gather possession. Mandel fanned on the pass, and that leads to a turnover to LaRock as Hoffmaster gets into the slot, takes a shot, and Faso sticks out the right pad and makes the save. As this time Noah Claxton is on top of Faso, but you can see him trying not to hit the Buffalo State goaltender, and the Bengals realize that and are not allowing him, and there's Nicholas Woods right in the middle of all the drama, as is tradition.
You know, it's surprising, maybe not surprising, but with all of the points from that Bengals top line, with Morin scoring more than a hat trick here today, I think maybe the Bengals' best player has been Faso to a certain extent. I mean, going into this period, he faced 27 shots, he made 26 saves, and already in this period, he's got 5 to his ledger, putting him up over 30 at this point. He's had a really good game.
Oh, my Bengals might be lucky that they don't have the benefit of replay right there, but either way, that puck is sent all the way down the ice as we're going to get a whistle and an offensive zone face-off for the Griffins. And to your point about Faso, one thing I think we can agree on, the Bengals had the opportunity to jump on Canisius the way they did because early he was keeping the puck out of the net. If you go down, like you said, you've been on the other end of this. It's easier to shake off a 1 or even a 2-goal deficit. If you get down 3 or 4, the wins get taken out of your sails immediately, and who knows what happens. So Faso allowed the Bengals to find their legs, and let's see if they can finish strong because, again, it's early in the season. You do not want to get into bad habits. You do not want to get slow and cocky, especially because this is a team in your league. You don't want to give them anything to build on. So I expect the Bengals to keep it going here, and I also expect Canisius to continue to play hard as season doesn't end here as they're creating a turnover for Hoffmaster, but there is that Bengals defense making sure that no shot is given, everything is earned, and it is working in their favor tonight.
Yeah, another thing that goes into that conversation, too, is when you have a goaltender that's playing as well as Faso is, that just inspires confidence throughout the rest of the lineup, right? And so when you're able to step on the ice knowing that the goalie is going to have your back in between the pipes, it allows you to play with more confidence and make better plays as a defenseman, as a forward, and then some of the chances you might take with that confidence will pay off.
Here's a breakout here for Austin Paluch, but a good job back-checking by Noah Claxton. But the Bengals do a good job keeping it, and then the puck knocks the defender Middleton over, but there's no opportunity coming from that as Lawrence on his back pedal. Man, if you watch Colby Lawrence over the years, his skating has improved dramatically as now he is going to skate down with Jack Clary. Lawrence getting in the way, knocks the puck off Clary, using that big long reach and then that big football body to create space between the man and the puck. Aaron Johnson getting physical right there, takes a run at his man. Faso steers the puck down low as Canisius looks to set up shop. Paluch again, smart play. That's going to go on net, and that is exactly what you want right now. Those long ice clears on net, icing waved off. Bengals get the change. And then Lawrence keeps the puck alive for the Bengals, chips it down into the line, and then the Bengals are going to look to set up offense. Here's Lawrence, takes a shot as Colby Lawrence gets in on some offense, puts a shot on goal, and a big save there made by Matt Hurley. Morin shaking another defense and somehow gets a shot on net. My goodness, this kid can shoot from everywhere. Bengals forecheck just making life absolutely miserable yet again for Canisius as Figueroa is given 40, 50 pounds on Fatzinger but isn't giving him an inch. Oh, Figueroa through the leg, shoots it. Oh, man. Jared Figueroa went for the exclamation point with the confetti on that move and a big save by Hurley. to keep SportsCenter out of the equation for tonight.
Yeah, that all was created because the puck that gets sent down the ice goes on goal, so there's not an icing call, and then Canisius turns it over when they try to break out of the zone, and then Buff State has fresh legs on the ice. That allowed them to sustain that pressure and get one of their better players with the puck on his stick.
Plays to the front of the net. Indridson steps into a shot, and good defenseman blocked, and Morin takes a shot. Oh, I thought that was in. It hit the side of the net, but here's this line again for the Bengals, just buzzing all over the ice. Figueroa down to the doorstep for Morin. Morin got tied up. Nobody on the back door for the Bengals. Looking for the stretch pass. It's there. Fossil's going to have to come out and play this puck. Patrick Larocque not able to get there as Fosso gets the puck through the zone as Figueroa has a little bit of a hard time skating it, but does get the puck into the Griffin zone. Here's Woods. He's got Allen on him. Woods trying to split the D, and he gets absolutely yard sailed and buried again. But he's back up, and he's back into the play. One thing Matthew Woods isn't scared of, and you got to respect it, he does not fear contact. You might even say he likes it. Matthew Woods again, not going to give up depending on the score. He's going to lead the forecheck in for the Golden Griffins as he's going to barrel in on Carson Kummer, who chips it up ahead for his D partner. Woods tries to slew foot Morin. Can't even do that, and the puck is sent up the wall. That's going to get to the blue line, but not out. Bengals maintain possession again. Kummer just making the smart conservative play with under 6 to go here in the third period as it's going to be Baumgart from Will Mellon. Going through the neutral zone. Figueroa got some room as the line mates fan out. Figueroa looks to drop it for Jake Allen. Jake Allen, ooh, caught the goaltender kind of looking up, and he got lucky it didn't get into his feet right there as here come the Griffins. A chip puck all the way from center ice down below the Bengals zone. Indridson backhands it to Anthony Morin. Morin gets dumped by Ronan Hoffmaster, but I think that unless it's egregious, the refs are going to put the whistles away. And I'm fine with it. Owen Gang. Not much in the name of a forecheck. Now here comes the Canisius scorer, Yanks. He just gets a gift, and Fosso makes the save. Fosso woke up at the last second and made the save as Braden Yanks thought he had a gift. Hoffmaster again on the doorstep. Oh, man, Jace Fosso coming to the rescue. Bengals got to button it up in their own end. And here's one way to do it. Maybe not. Figueroa looking to skate it out, but the Bengals are going to get possession with Indridson. Canisius having to tag up. Gives them just enough time to find Jake Allen. Over the blue line he goes. Allen, inside, outside, shot from the angle off the outside of the net. Vincent Zach. Down low it goes. Forecheck again, causing nothing but heartache for the Griffins. There's Mitchell with a shot. Save made by Hurley. Back it goes as the Bengals are going to play a two-man game down below the dot. Plays to the front of the net as Yanks is looking to get up the middle, but the Bengals do a nice job closing off. Play is onside. Here's the shot and the save made by Fosso on Gavin Baumgartner. Stotz has a forechecker bearing down on him. Calmly drops it back for Damian Ish. D to D, he goes for Owen Gang. Gang looking for the stretch pass. Doesn't see it. Skates the puck to the blue line. Now he finds Nolan Mitchell. But Nolan Mitchell just reaches and sends the puck into the Canisius bench, and some friendly jarring going on after that play. As with 4:03 to go, the Bengals maintain their lead as this broadcast is brought to you by 412 Communications, your new gold standard for digital media solutions. Stotz leans in to take the face-off against Crozier. That's a name Buffalo hockey fans should be all too familiar with, the name Crozier, as the Griffins send the puck in down low, but the forecheck really kind of slow, which allows the Bengals to maintain possession. Not the best breakout scenario for the Bengals as Canisius looks to set up in the zone, but they are having a hard time completing those passes, and now the Bengals look to break out with Mitchell. Mitchell gains the line, gets around one D-man on his backhand, looks to find the slot, nobody home, but Vincent Zach maintaining the point. Steps around one, creates space, and a big save there made by Hurley as Vincent Zach, that little stutter step gave him just enough room to get the puck on net. Here comes Michael Blackley. He's been a bully against Canisius all night. He just calmly sends one in, and the Bengals look to set up the forecheck. Mandel on his backhand, not a whole lot of pressure, but it's initially a turnover, but Mandel jumps up on the play, and he's going to pick up the puck going on his backhand. Mandel shoots for the far side, and a save by Hurley hugging the near post. Mandel sends it across. Stotz turns around, and a good defensive play on the block by Jack Clary as Stotz was looking for his second goal from that same exact spot.
Yeah, and a couple of chances here as Buff State continues to pour on the pressure. We've seen now how they've been able to counterattack pretty effectively. I think Canisius a few times here has had some good chances. We saw Hoffmaster right on the doorstep a few moments ago. And then after that, as the Bengals come down the ice, they're just able to counter effectively, and that gives them more grade A scoring chances when you might not think they would have as many of them this late in the game.
Joe Doricio hits the brakes, avoids the pressure as he finds Ian Worth. Down low it goes as Doricio to apply some pressure on Riley Fatzinger. Joe Doricio, he is a hard-nosed, energy, don't ever stop hockey player, and you're seeing it on display here. Doricio looking for some help there as Nicholas Woods, hard on the back check, looks to create a turnover, and Canisius might have a shot at numbers if they move here as they find Woods. Woods looks for the back pass. Ian Worth all over that. And then he finds the breakout for Doricio again. Doricio just sends the puck the length of the ice. He doesn't love his play, but considering that Canisius was buzzing around a little bit, there are worse plays you could have made there.
Yeah, that bounce isn't the worst, especially considering that depending on where his teammates are, someone might have been able to cut through the neutral zone and pick up that puck. It maybe takes a more lateral bounce than he was expecting, but there were Canisius numbers behind him, and you don't want to take too long and risk someone picking your pocket and going back the other way.
Canisius holds it in as the puck is given to Will Mellon. Mellon takes a shot that's blocked by Doricio, as the newcomer to the program is definitely making a presence tonight, as here comes Joey Mandel. Mandel gets around the defenseman and finds Ian Worth. Worth dips down below the goal line, looking for an option, looks to send it across. The puck hits a bunch of shin guards, but it's played all the way down low, as this is exactly what the Bengals are looking to accomplish here. Get the puck deep and keep it deep, and keep the puck as far away from your net as possible. Mitchell on his backhand finds Ian Worth, chipping it in from center ice as the play is sent in down low as Aaron Johnson heads in on the forecheck. Breakout for Yangst, as again, just the Bengals waiting for that neutral zone pass to pounce on it, and they're just going to fire it in deep again. Bengals putting forth a team effort right now. Very impressive today with under 2 to go. Let's see what Hoffmaster has. Hoffmaster hits the line of speed, looking over his shoulder for a drop pass. Nobody home, and Austin Paluch is going to go 1-on-3. Braden Yanks with a good stick dislodges the puck from him as Paluch then fires the puck in all the way. That will be an icing with 1:20 to go here in the third period, as this broadcast is brought to you by Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's leading indoor golf facility with simulators, lessons, and leagues. Buffalo Golf and Social, Western New York's top destination for year-round practice and instruction. It has been an impressive outing for the Buffalo State Bengals with 1:20 to go here. This game is firmly in hand for the Bengals. Just want to come out of here with a buttoned-up minute 20 to go here and get out with an impressive victory and a nice bounce back, as Luke Stotz will lean into the faceoff against Crozier. Crozier wins the faceoff, but it's going to be Damian Ish coming out of the corner with possession. He backhands one into the far corner as Paluch and Claxton are going to go to the wall together. Claxton gets dumped, but he does get the play to Vitello, and Jace Fasso's night's not over yet as he sticks out the glove and makes another save with 1:13 to go here in the final frame.
One thing that's maybe impressed me as well about Buff State here today is their ability to be disciplined. I mean, they haven't fallen into any of the traps that might be set, and to this point, only 3 penalties so far in this game, all of them minors. Really disciplined game, and that helps Buff State. I mean, we talked about, maybe their lack of that so far.
Morin with Figueroa. Morin coming in, shot scored! Put a pretty bow on it for Anthony Morin as Figueroa and Morin, the dynamic duo, create the turnover. Morin spins right off a defenseman, gets the puck back from Figueroa, finds the back bar, and 7. The extra point is good for good measure. Bengals 7-1 lead over the Griffins.
Yeah, third assist of the day, too, for Figueroa, who has had just such fine puck movement so far. And it doesn't seem like Morin can do anything wrong with a puck on his stick as he continues to just bury goal after goal.
Morin with his welcome to the Bengals game today for sure in front of the home crowd. And it has been an impressive showing start to finish from the Bengals. Rough patch to start on a penalty kill, and they are not done. Here's Morin again, takes a shot. Man, Morin just doesn't quit. Blackley, he's been noticeable on the backhand, taking a shot from the point as everybody wants to eat in this game, as Colby Lawrence has to worry about LaRock in his pocket as he finds Blackley. Blackley with a nice spin look as Jake Allen gets away from Klar. Puck rolled on Allen right before he went for the shot. Lawrence again. He has just been eager to shoot it. Oh, that's on target. They're going to get a breakout. Faso calmly right through center ice it goes, and then the Bengals are going to look to gain again. Here's Morin with Figueroa. Morin. Oh, and I think there's a communication glitch there, and that's going to do it here as Figueroa is going to skate it to center. Blackley at the blue line. Allen, is going to shoot it. Save is made, and that'll do it as the Bengals, they get on the board first with their first win of the season, an impressive 7-1 win as Anthony Morin, Jared Figueroa, and Jake Allen, the top line of the Bengals, explode in this game to put up a 7 spot. Bengals bounce back from a tough loss last night, and they get one in the win column.
Yeah, and that was a all-around effort from Buff State with multiple players putting on impressive performances. And again, just talking about Faso in net, Canisius here today had 37 shots. A 36 save performance from the goaltender is something that, regardless of how many goals you score, is something that's going to win you a majority of hockey games. He certainly helped them put forth this incredible all-the-way-around effort.
Jace Faso again. Canisius got on him early, and Faso held it down when Canisius came out strong. Allowed the Bengals just enough time to find their legs, and once they did, it was an avalanche from the second period on. As Anthony Morin, everything he put on net seemed to go in. Jared Figueroa found his way a little bit with some assists. Jake Allen doing what Jake Allen does. And the rest of the Bengals just putting in a complimentary effort from the blue paint to the blue line to the forward group. If you're Coach Tim Turner with assistants Pat Krebs and Joel Latempio, you have to love the response from the tough loss yesterday. They wanted to build on what they thought was a pretty good game, minus a few glitches. They did that in impressive fashion.
Yeah, a 28-21 face-off advantage as well. A hits advantage of about 10. I mean, just every facet of the game was working for Buff State here today. And again, I just talked about execution. They really did that at a high level. And when you're doing that consistently, when you're playing 60 minutes of hockey, I don't know, maybe Buff State played 58 minutes of hockey after that early penalty kill or goal they allowed while they were on the kill. Other than that, again, I'll say it, a well-rounded game for the Buff State Bengals.
You are not going to lose a lot if you play a game the way the Buffalo State Bengals did, start to finish, and that was on full display this evening as the Bengals get win 1 in the column, and they do it in impressive fashion. Once again, the final score from Buffalo State Ice Arena, the Buffalo State Bengals 7, the Canisius University Golden Griffins 1. For color commentator Vinny Cristiano, producer Aaron Alpern, camera operator Jeff Jazarowski, I'm Sean McHugh. Thank you very much for joining us again here on Nickel City Hockey Network. Once again, if you like our content, please feel free to like, please feel free to subscribe, check out all the content we offer, and we will see you next time here on the Nickel City Hockey Network.